Welcome to my channel, Ana Lana. Today we are going to learn how to knit this beautiful top. And remember, if you look for me in YouTube, it has me as Ana for Lana, and when you see this little cut, click it and you will see all my videos. And this will be my next video, so remember to subscribe so you don't miss it. Let's start. This is a medium-sized top and you will need light yarn, category number 3, around 300 grams, and straight needles, number 6 in the US or 4 millimeters. We are going to begin with the back and it's a rectangle and the foundation will be 95 points. So we are going to knit purl, basically, 2 rows to make the foundation. We already finished row number 1 and now the number 2 for the base is again purl. We are going to start now with the pattern. So the row number 1 is going to be all knit. This is a second row for the pattern and it's going to be all purl. And this is the jersey stitch. So one row is knit, one row is purl. Okay, I finished row number 2 and now we are going to start row number 3 all knit. And now we are going to do row number 4. This is the last row of the design and it's going to be all purl. So it will break the pattern. So I just finished the first set and this is the way that it looks. Basically 3 lines, look like in the right side and the other one in the wrong side. So let me just repeat it. So I'm going to be doing now row number 1 of the design, so all purl. So let me show you right now. This is the way that it looks, like with a little dent. So now this is the right side. And we are going to do the row number 2 of the design. So it's going to be all knit because we are doing at this point the jersey stitch. Bueno, ya llevamos 2 hileras. Ahora volteo el trabajo. Voy a hacer la última hilera con la puntada jersey. Y aquí está. Vamos a hacerlas todas al revés. And then we will do our last row, which is purl, just to make a contrast to the jersey pattern. And we will continue. So we have the back is a rectangle with 30 groups of this pattern. We continue now with the front part and it's going to be 95 stitches, same way that we did the back. We start with the foundation and the row number 1 will be purl. And now I'm going to start the row number 2 and I will do a purl because again, this is the foundation. If you rather do knitting, so just remember, do 2 rows in knitting. Once I'm done with the 2 rows of foundation, I'm going to start with the pattern. So the pattern, the first row is knit. So we turn the work and now the second row is going to be purl. So this is the jersey stitch. So we are going to continue like that, making like 3 rows that they are going to look like in the right side and cutting the pattern with one in the wrong side. So we are going to continue like that for 26 sets of this pattern. Okay, I already need 26 sets with the pattern and now we are going to just put a marker after I count 30 stitches from the side. I put the marker there and then I'm going to be counting 30 from the other side and I'm going to close these ones in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to start knitting these 30 points, but remember we are going to do it with purl because that is the line, the row that is going to make the contrast. So when we get to the marker, we stop. Okay, so I already got to the marker and I'm going to be knitting one, knitting two, and then the first one I will pass it over the second stitch. And this is the way that I'm going to start closing the neck. Here it goes. Now I purl the next one, and then the first one I pass it over the second one. And I'm going to continue like that. All right, I just got to the other marker and I'm just going to continue knitting until I get to the other end. Basically purling, because remember that we are doing that row that is going to break the routine, is going to make the pattern. So I got to the end of the row and now I'm going to continue making 4 more groups until that will be the end of my shoulder. So I just finished knitting the 4 sets of this pattern and now I turn the work and we are just going to be closing these 30 points. So we already know how to do it. I'll see you in a moment with the next step. So now we finish with one shoulder and now I'm going to continue doing 4 sets of the pattern for this shoulder. Okay, so I am done with the back and the front and I'm going to put it face to face and I'm going to start joining the shoulders with the help of a tapestry needle and we are just going to be sewing point by point until they are together. Okay, to begin with the sleeves, I'm going to join together the back and the front on the sides. I'm going to count 16 groups, 16 sets, and then on the number 17, that's where I'm going to start my sleeve. Okay, we are going to start putting the crochet hook of 3.5 millimeters at the end of the set number 17. So here it goes, and we are going to be chaining 3, so 1, 2, and 3 chains, and now we are going to locate the row that breaks the pattern, the row that is purl. So here we put it under, and now we are going to be putting it under. We are going to be doing a single crochet there. So basically we are skipping 3 spaces and then doing a single crochet. Now again 3 chains, and let's locate again the purl row, and now underneath we are going to do 1 single crochet. You see, and we are going to continue like that. So this is going to be just our first row. Okay, I just finished row number 1, and just remember we are going to skip 16 sets of the pattern, and in the number 17 that's where we are going to start the sleeve. So now I'm going to chain 1, 2, and 3. So chain 3, and then in the next space, I'm going to do a half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then make a half double crochet in the next space. And we are going to continue like that. Okay, so I just finished row number 2, and now I'm going to start row number 3, chaining 4. Then yarn over, and in the next space, in the second space, we are going to do half double crochet. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, and a half double crochet, and you are going to continue like that through the whole row. Okay, so now we are in row number 4, and along the opening we have already 25 spaces. I started with 28. So now I'm going to do 4 chains and then yarn over, and then in this first space I will do a half double crochet. Before I was skipping it, but now I'm going to do a straight sleeve. So again, 4 chains, and I'm going to do the half double crochet in the next one because I'm not slanting it anymore. Okay, so now half double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then another half double crochet in the next space, and I'll continue like that through the whole opening. So let's repeat. This is the end of the row. Now I'm going to chain 4, turn the work, and then I'm going to yarn over and do a half double crochet in this very first space. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over and half double crochet in the next space. And I'll do this for a total of 9 rows. Okay, I finished 9 rows. Now I'm going to do my last row, 3 chains, turn the work, yarn over, and knit 2 double crochets in this first space. Now yarn over, and in the next space knit 2 double crochets, and continue doing 2 double crochets in each space until the end of the row. And here is my last double crochet, and now I'm going just to join the 2 sides, and what I'm going to do is just do slip stitch to bring the yarn, then pass it through, then I'll pull it, cut it, and then use a tapestry needle to just sew the 2 sides, and in that way close the sleeve. Okay, we are going to finalize the neck to make a border, a very discreet border, and we are going to just do slip point, a slip stitch, pull it. I like to start on the side of the shoulder, so it's not going to be noticeable. So from here, I'm going just to do 3, 4, and 5 chains, and then I'm going just to leave one space and do slip stitch at the base. So again, I'm going just to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then leave one space and do slip stitch. Now, a little trick that I use for the corner so it doesn't open so much is simply, here is my corner, right? And I just pull the yarn once, and in the next space pull the yarn, so it's twice, and then pass through the yarn, so it's going to be like closing a little bit those open stitches at the corner. So now I'm going to continue doing 4 chains, then yarn over, and then I'm going to count 3 spaces, and on the fourth one I'm going to make a half double crochet, and then I'm going to make another half double crochet in the next space. So let's repeat: 4 chains, and then yarn over, and then we are going to count 3 spaces, and on the fourth one we are going to make a half double crochet, then another half double crochet on the next space. So just continue doing this, just in the front part, and then this is the way that is going to look. But then on the sides is going to be just with the slip stitch, right? So it's going to be more discreet. And here at the back, we are going to do exactly the same thing that we did at the front. 4 chains, yarn over, then we count, and in the fourth space, we are going to do a half double crochet, and then yarn over and another half double crochet next to it in the next space. And we are going to be repeating until we close the neck. With this, we'll be finalizing this discrete border. Okay, and our last part is the border that comes at the bottom of the top. It's going to be a repetition of 2 rows. So just let me tell you, I am leaving a video where I am in detail explaining how to do this border. In the meantime, I will just go very fast, and I'll tell you to chain 4, yarn over, then you will be leaving about 3 spaces, and then just pull the yarn through, and we are going to do a double crochet. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, and in the same base point, just do another double crochet. We are making like a triangle. So again, yarn over, you count 3 spaces and do a double crochet, 3 chains, yarn over, and in the same base, do another double crochet. So you see, you are going to be doing this kind of triangles. And continue doing this until the end of the row. So I'm going to attach these last 3 chains I made into the first chain of 3 just to form a triangle. Now I need to get to this space, but I'm going to do 2 slip stitches to get to the middle of that space. I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. It will count as a double crochet, and then I'm going to do 4 double crochets into the same space. So I will have a total of 5. Okay, then I'll do yarn over, and then in the next space, let me show you here, I'm going to be doing 5 double crochets. So into each big space of that triangle, I will be making 5 double crochets through the whole row. So this is row number 2. So I got at the end already, so I'm going to join the beginning and the end with the slip stitch. Okay, so I want to get to the middle, to this one, the number 3, and I'm going to do a slip stitch. So I'm already in the middle, and then I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to be repeating row number 1. So yarn over, and here in the middle of the next group, I'm going to do a double crochet. Then I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then yarn over and do another double crochet in the same base. So I'm forming now the triangles exactly like I did in the first row. So continue the instructions in the first row and you will be fine. So we are finalizing this row, and here it is with the beginning. So I'm going just to do here a double crochet. So I'm having my triangle once I do 3 chains, and I'm going to do a slip stitch here, and that's it. Perfect. So now I'm going to start with the next row. So I'll do a slip stitch, and remember I'm going to be repeating row number 2, chaining 3 as a double crochet, and then doing 4 double crochets in this first space. Then the other spaces, I'll do 5 double crochets. And I'm going to be doing 6 rows in total. So after a total of 6 rows, we are going just to do the last one that is decorative. So 5 chains and return and to the number 3 chain, just do a single crochet and then 2 chains. So you are going to do a slip stitch. So let me just repeat it so you just get that little button here. You do 5 chains, and then you are going to be returning to the number 3, and then do a single crochet, and then 1 and 2. And with this last row, we are at the end of this wonderful tutorial. I hope you can do something like this, and please give me a like, subscribe, and remember in YouTube I am as Anna for Lana. When you see the little cat, that's me. Just click it and you will see all my videos. I hope to see you next time in my channel Anna Lana. Thank you.